everyone, welcome we solve for the value of x and y solution. So as you can see, this is the first equation and this is the second equation. So from our first equation, that is x plus y, which is equal to 5, we can make y to be the subject of the formula, so that we're going to have y is equal to 5 minus x. Okay, now as you can see the second equation, that's x, y, this is equal to 25. We're going to replace the value of y to our equation, so that we're going to have x, substitute the value of y, which is 5 minus x. This is supposed to be equal to 25. Okay, so that now we're going to have 5 times x, which is 5x, minus x times negative x, that is negative x squared. This is equal to 25. Okay, so that now we're going to have 5x minus x squared minus 25. This is equal to 0. Okay, so if we rearrange this equation, we are going to have negative x squared plus 5x minus 25. This is equal to 0. Okay, and as you can see that the reading coefficient of x squared is negative, so we can divide by negative, so that we're going to have x squared minus 5x plus 25. This is equal to 0. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. Let's solve for the value of x. Quadratic equation with the value of a equal to 1, b equal to negative 5, c equal to 25. Okay, so we apply the quadratic formula, so that we're going to have x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, so let's substitute the values of a, b and c, so that we'll have that is minus 5 plus or minus, this is negative 5 squared minus 4 multiplied by a, which is 1, and multiplied by c, which is 25. Divide everything by 2 times 1. So that now we're going to have 5 plus or minus the square root of, this is 25, minus 100. That's 100. Okay, divide everything by 2. So that now we are going to have 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 75 divided by 2. Okay, this is equal to 5 divided by 2 plus or minus, now let me write it better here. So we have 5 divided by 2 plus or minus, now this is the square root. Negative 75 can be expressed as 25 multiplied by 3 multiplied by negative 1 divided by 2. Okay, over 2 plus or minus the square root of 25. So I can write this as 5 divided by 2. This is 2.5 plus or minus the square root of 25 is 5 multiplied by square root of 3. The square root of negative 1, this is equal to I. Okay, so multiplying by I, then divided by 2, so that now we have 2.5 plus or minus 2.5 I square root of 3. Okay, so that shows that we have the first value of x, that we can call it x1, is equal to 2.5 plus 2.5 I square root of 3. Then x2 is equal to 2.5 minus 2.5 I square root of 3. Okay, so let's calculate the corresponding values of y1 and y2. Okay, so we say that y1 is equal to 5 minus x. Okay, so that now we're going to have, this is 5 minus that is x1. X1 we have 2.5 plus 2.5 I square root of 3. Okay, so that now we're going to have 5 minus 2.5. This is 2.5 minus negative times positive. This is negative 2.5i square root of 3. That's y1. So that means that x1, y1, it's given us, that is 2.5 plus 2.5i square root of 3, comma 2.5 minus 2.5i square root of 3. Okay, that's now x1, y1. So let's get x2 got 2.5 minus 2.5i square root of 3. So what is y2? y2 is equal to 5 minus x2. Okay, so we substitute x2, so that y2 is equal to 5 minus, into the bracket, 2.5 minus 2.5i square root of 3. Okay, so that now we'll have 5 minus 2.5, which is 2.5, minus times minus, this is plus 2.5i square root of 3. Now this is the value of y2. Okay, so that means that x2, y2 is given us 2.5 minus 2.5i square root of 3, and then we'll have 2.5 plus 2.5i square root of 3. Okay, and this is the solution to our equation. Thank you for watching and kindly subscribe.